What's up? This is Nick Green, Hollywood on Trail. Today we're going to talk about the 5 myths of long distance hiking. Number 1, you have to be in perfect shape to do it. Now, before my Appalachian Trail through hike, I did everything I could to get my butt into shape, and it obviously helped, but you don't have to be in perfect shape. There are people on trail who are on trail to get into shape. There are people on trail who have never camped a day in their life. Now, clearly, it would behoove you to get as much experience as you can before the trail. And that includes getting to a physical position where you're comfortable being out in the wilderness, hiking 20 miles a day. But it's very much a learn as you go type of situation as well. So if you're not in perfect shape, please do not let that dissuade you from embarking on a long distance hike. Do what you can, get into the best shape you can before the trail, and then everything else will work itself out. Number 2, it's a cheap hobby. Now this one is for anyone who's already embarked on their hiking adventure, a really funny one because it is anything but cheap. Granted, there are cheaper ways to do it than ultra lightweight and top-notch gear. However, it's still a pretty expensive hobby, and the more you love it, the more you're going to want to invest in it as well. So just be prepared to spend a little money on your lovely new little hobby. I've seen memes before of a kid explaining to their parents, "Mom, Dad, I'm going to be a hiker," and the parents looking at them saying, "Well, at least it's a cheap hobby." Anything but. Number 3, it's so dangerous. Now clearly, there is danger in long distance hiking, and that's something not to be taken lightly. However, we've been over in some other videos of mine the true dangers and the facts and the stats about hiking long distance trails, specifically the Appalachian Trail. And turns out you're actually much more likely to get into some serious trouble, like a car accident or something like that, in your everyday civilian life than you are on trail. So, is it dangerous? Of course it's dangerous. And so is getting out of bed and crossing the street in the morning. So take that as you may, and just realize that we are fully capable as human beings to explore the outdoors, especially on a long distance hike. Number 4, it's always fun all the time. Now, clearly nothing in life is always great all the time. You're going to have some really horrible days on trail during a long distance hike. You're going to be tired and sore and stiff. Where's my dog? Come on. There he is. You're going to be tired and sore and stiff. And you're going to be missing home, and you're going to be hungry, and you're just going to be over it sometimes. But the old adage is never quit on a bad day. If you can push through those days of turmoil, of trials and tribulations, it will be worth it in the end. Just temper your expectations going in. Know that it's not going to be perfect every day, which is actually part of the wonderful experience at the end, that you pushed through all those trying times. And lastly, number 5, it's lonely. Now, there's so many different ways to look at this aspect of the trail. Being alone does not necessarily mean lonely. One, you make wonderful new friends out on trail. People you may meet for only like 20 minutes, but you'll develop this unbelievable bond with them because you accomplished something so magnificent together. You may find someone you hike with for a month, 2 months, the whole thing, and you would have never met them if you hadn't stepped foot outside your door and onto trail. There's also something really wonderful about connecting with nature again. I know it sounds like I'm a California tree hugger, and maybe I am. I think I kind of take pride in that. You make friends with the trees, and you make friends with the birds, and with the dirt, and with the rocks, and with the beautiful sky, and sometimes the torrential downpour. it all becomes a feeling of oneness with you, and you truly connect to it. And once you allow yourself to do that, you're never really alone at all. So being lonely on trail for me was never an issue, because whether there was another person around or not, I always had all my friends here with me. Hear that? Exactly that. So those are 5 of the many myths of long distance through hiking. And yes, there are morsels of truth in all of them, but it's truly your mentality that will shape your experience. So just remember, if you can't carry it in your pack or in your soul, you don't need it.